Hello and welcome to Angie English's poem-based English lesson for English students A2-B1 levels. So this is just a English lesson for students who want to improve their English with a poem. So I have created a language course based on Pablo Neruda's love poem, and this is the taster lesson. So for the lesson, you will actually need a worksheet, which I can provide if you request it in my email, and I can also send you the answer sheet. So to check your answers, you will need that. And of course, you will need a worksheet, which you can request from me in an email. So just quickly drop me an email and I will send you all the materials that you need. Okay, so let's start with the first exercise. So the first exercise is just a question. How do you lean into the evenings? So you might think about what is lean into. Lean into means to make an effort with or to work hard at something or show determination. Or a second meaning is to embrace, to experience fully, or respond to wholeheartedly. Or definition number 3 is take on or embrace something difficult or unpleasant. So think about your evenings and think about which is the meaning that describes your evenings. So I can give you a little example about my evenings. So I don't normally notice when afternoon becomes evening because I usually work. So because I'm an English teacher and I have students in the evenings/afternoons, but after work I just like to walk around the lake in the city center or enjoy the sunset from my window or have a nice dinner, of course. Or what else? Watch a good movie, go to the cinema, and so on. So this is usually how I lead into the evening. Okay, so just think about how do you lean into the evenings, and please describe your evenings with few sentences, which you could also share with me in the comments below. So yeah, so that I can have a look what your answer is. Okay, so please pause the video and just describe your evenings, and when you're done, you can move on to the next exercise. So the next exercise is a matching exercise. You have some words and the definitions. So let's have a look at the words. We have word number 1 is to emerge. Number 2, absent. Number 3, bonfire. Number 4, drowning. Number 5, stalk. Number 6, pack. 7, dread. 8, cast. 9, toss. 10, mare. And 11, lap. And the definitions. A is a stem of a plant. B, the female of a horse. C, a bite of a bird with its beak. D, throw something lightly. E, come out and become visible. F, to be afraid of. G, to fold over around something. H, missing. I, send out. J, die through inhalation of water. And K, large open fire. So please find the correct definitions for the words. And when you finish, check your answers with a dictionary. So also you can pause until you finish and then move on. So I told you that you can request the worksheet that you will need in the next exercise. And also you can request the answer sheet or a video containing the answers. So you can double check the meanings of the words with the video that I can send you. Okay, so you have probably requested the poem by now. So have a look at the poem, please, and fill the gaps with words from the matching exercise. So yeah, if you have the poem worksheet, please please try to fill the gaps with the words from the words in a column with the numbers. Okay, so from 1 to 11. So yeah, you can take some time and you can pause the video here. And when you finished, you can just move on. So yes, I will send you the poem. So like the full poem, of course. So you can check your answers, and this will be your listening exercise. You can also improve your listening skills with this exercise. Okay, so when you're finished with this one, you can move on to the next. Right, so now we are going to look at the poem as a structure or as a form. So, and we are going to talk about a stanza, which is part of a poem. So please look at the poem and think about what a stanza is or could be, and then try to fill the gaps with your own words. So this is just the definition of a stanza. So yeah, it's really easy. You don't have, it's not really difficult or anything, but you have to think a little. So let's have a look. A something is a division of a something consisting of something or more lines arranged something as a unit by a rhythmical pattern or matter. So yeah, so this is the definition of a stanza. So you think about it and you can check your answers from the answer sheet that I'm sending you when it's requested. So please pause the video here, think about the correct words, and then check your answers, and then move on when you're finished. Okay, so we will work with the poem again. So please have a look at the poem and match the stanzas with the pictures. So by now, you know what a stanza is, of course, because we discussed it in the previous exercise. And you just have to match the different stanzas with the pictures. Okay, so let's have a look at picture A. Interesting. Picture B with the birds. C, it's a fishing net. D is a bonfire. Oh no, it was D, sorry. E, a lighthouse. F, blue eyes. And G, it's a horse and a starry night. Okay, so of course you can go back to the pictures and please match the stanzas with these pictures. And of course, as usual, you can just check your answers from the answer sheet that I'm sending you. Okay. So, we have reached the end of this lesson with an acrostic poem. So you will actually write a poem about your own evening. It's a very interesting exercise. I think we've discussed in the beginning of the lesson how you spend your own evening. So you have to think about those answers because we can use those answers in this exercise. But let's have a look. What is an acrostic poem? So an acrostic poem is in which the first letter of each line spells out a word, a name, or phrase when read vertically. So we have the phrase my evening. So for each line, you will have to find a certain word that starts with Myevening. Okay, so please complete the lines with the words describing your typical evening activities. It's important that these words start with those letters in the beginning of each line. But I'm going to help you because I've done this exercise. I'm going to tell you my acrostic poem. So let's see. Mine is M for magical sunset. Y for yoga. E for effortless. V for valuable. E for elevated. N for nevertheless. I for interesting. And N for nice. And G for gaming. Okay, so you can pause the video here and just find the words. I can advise you to have a look at an actual dictionary where the words are listed in an alphabetic order, and you just find the perfect words describing your evening. That's what I did as well. So let's have a look. When you're finished, you can share your answers with me, of course, and I would love you to share not just your acrostic poem, but maybe with some commentary. So maybe you could just tell me why you chose those actual words. For example, I've chosen magical sunsets because I talked about that I can enjoy the sunsets from my window. I live on the 8th floor, so I have a great view for the sunset. And I think my view will never be blocked in my lifetime. So I'm quite lucky. Okay, Y is for yoga. So I sometimes do yoga in the evenings, and it's funny because I can actually not practice yoga in the mornings because I'm just not as flexible in the mornings as in the evenings. So it's pretty funny. I put E for effortless because I usually don't even notice when an afternoon becomes evening. So I don't need to make any effort to just get there. V for valuable because I it's also related to the magical sunsets that I can enjoy from my window. And I find it quite valuable, those moments, because sunsets can be extremely beautiful. And to be honest, I do enjoy them very much. When I experience a magical sunset, of course, I get into an elevated mood. So this is my word for E. I cannot even describe how much I enjoy. This is my home cinema, to be honest. Just watching the sunsets, which is a bit funny, but I do enjoy it, and I find them quite interesting as well and nice. Because every sunset is different, That's why I find them interesting and nice. However, I put gaming for G, and to be honest, I don't quite understand why. Probably I just wanted to finish this exercise and I put put a word which starts with a G. Because I know that sometimes students just like to finish some exercises quickly, and sometimes I do that as well. So although it has no relation to my evenings, my usual evenings, I put I put gaming for G. So, well, this is the acrostic poem. So by now, you can say that you have learned some words, you have practiced your reading skills, you have practiced your listening skills, and you have practiced your writing skills as well, because you just wrote a poem. So you have actually became a poet. So I hope you enjoyed this taster lesson for the Pablo Neruda email English course. And if you are interested in the course itself, you can get in touch with me at ngenglishcoach@gmail.com. And you can just order the whole package of the poem-based language course. I will also post other tasters of other book-based courses. So you can keep an eye on my channel. And yes, I think that's it for now. Please write me to request the worksheets and the answers as well. And please post all your answers in the comment section below. So thank you so much to take part, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.